Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself. How does it feel like if I say this to you? Is it comfortable or is it uncomfortable? Do you recognize this as something that you do or not? Because honestly, I recognize it as something that I do many, many times, and it's never a good idea. And today I want to relate this pressure to when you have to make a decision. Because when you have to make a decision and you're kind of stuck in this decision-making process and you don't really know which choice is the right one for you anymore. And you may have been going, back and forth between different choices for a while, and you're like, oh my God, I just don't know which way to go. Or maybe you're like, oh yeah, I think I should make a decision about this, but you just don't do it. And you just, let time pass by, and it's like, oh my God, maybe things are going to take care of themselves. And yeah, that's actually a nice way of thinking about it. A nice way of not putting any pressure on yourself. And that is actually what I want to kind of recommend that you do if you are putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Then my first advice would be to ask yourself, do you really have to make this decision in this moment? Do you really have to make this decision now? Or can you give yourself some more space and take off all that pressure so that maybe the answer can come to you? And one way to do that is to just be like, okay, I don't have to make this decision today. I have time, and then you give yourself the time. And another way of doing it, which is interesting and a little bit different, would be to make a decision, just any of the two, but let's say with a little bit of a back door that you're leaving open for yourself. So for example, you make choice A, but you're like, okay, right now I'm making this choice, but I'm leaving it open to myself to change my mind maybe in a week or in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks. And what that can do is it can also take away some of that pressure that you may have around having to decide right in this moment. You need to decide now. Oh God, I hate it when that happens. Like, I hate it when either I put this on myself or, outside forces put this on me. And that is also something interesting to kind of discern in that moment is like, where is this pressure coming from? Are you putting that pressure on yourself, or are other people putting that pressure on you that you have to decide right in this moment? Because sometimes we think we have to make the decision right now, but it's just not the right moment to actually make that decision. And the more we think we have to make it, the less we are going to be able to actually discern which one of the choices is the right one for us to make. So ask yourself, do I really need to make this decision right now? If yes, who says that I have to make this decision right now? Is it me or is it someone else? Who is it? Who is creating that pressure? And if you are really under that pressure, if it's there and you can't do anything about it, just make a choice, but within yourself, just leave it open for yourself to change your mind afterwards. Those are my tips around kind of releasing yourself a little bit from the pressure and kind of bring yourself to at least some relief. Please let me know in the comments if that was helpful. Leave me a like if it was. And I'm super looking forward to be seeing you soon again. Bye!